ladies. I am very excited to share with you some of my booking tips. Kathy asked me to share a few. I'm going to share 5 with you today. And the first thing I'd like to say is please know that we all struggle. When I first joined Stella and Dot, I thought it was going to be super easy to call my old hostesses and customers and say, hey, let's do a trunk show. And it actually wasn't quite that simple. So be tenacious, keep at it, even if you feel like it's not going to happen. It will happen. I promise that there are tricks and tools. And if you just keep at it, you will be successful. You need to put in the effort and you need to not take things personally. So that's my first bit of advice. But my first booking tip is to host a fundraiser. Reach out to communities, organizations, any of your friends that you know that are on boards, and get a fundraiser going. You can donate whatever percentage you want of your funds and the jewelry, whatever you need to do to get a booking and get some contacts out there, because that could lead to many other bookings. It could lead to many recruits, and you could really actually benefit from a fundraiser, even if you give away all of your profits. Another thing that I like to do that has gotten me some bookings is to offer a catered show drawing. So what's that? When I am out and about, or when I'm at a vendor show, like let's say you have a way to make some contacts, collect their information and ask them if they would like to be entered in your once a month catered trunk show. So all they need to do is get together their girlfriends and vacuum, and you bring the treats and drinks for that particular theme that they choose. Cupcakes and champagne, margaritas and munchies, whatever you guys decide, but you're going to collect their information and ask them if they'd like to be in that drawing. And of course, everyone wins, right? So the third thing that I'd like to say is to make sure that you're doing your 2 reach outs and 2 follow-ups a day, okay? So you're gonna reach out to 2 people via text or email, and then the next day, you're gonna call those 2 people. And don't forget to follow up. You know, you can send out 100 emails and no one will respond. So it's super important that you really follow through and call these people and follow up with them to ask them what they thought of your message and see if they're interested in hosting a party with their friends. My fourth tip is to be social. Okay, so I couldn't get a booking to save my life, right, for my first month. But what I did was I set up just a fun ladies' night. And I set up a fun ladies' night. We went out for margaritas and munchies and had lots of fun. And I reconnected with some friends that I hadn't seen in a while. And it was great. And we're doing another one next month. So every month we're going to do a fun social, and it'll get people seeing my jewelry, and somebody might fall in love with something and book a show eventually. I think that's a really great way just to get your name out there. And be cute wherever you go, you know, keep your cards on hand. And don't forget, if somebody does compliment you, make sure you're collecting their information. Ask them if they want to be entered in your free catered trunk show drawing. And, make sure that you have their information, because 90% of every business card that gets passed out gets tossed in the trash. It's a really sad fact, but I think it's something more like 95 or something like that. So don't go in the trash. Make sure that you get the information from the people that you're out when you're out and about and meeting people. And social, as far as being social, that also includes social media. Make sure that your posts on social media are fun and engaging. And if someone likes something that you post, be sure to follow up with a message and say, hey girl, saw that you liked my bracelet picture. How about getting it for free, at your own trunk show? So that really works well. Another way that you can be social is to volunteer. Find a volunteer group and get to know some people that way. In addition, you could join or start a meetup in your area, maybe a fashion meetup or something like that. So just continue to be social, and that really leads to bookings. The final tip that I have for today is your customer care calls. So be sure that you're following up with every customer and making sure that they're happy with their purchases. You never know if they have a friend or family member that loved their necklace and really can't afford it this month, but they have a few ladies that they'd like to get together for a trunk show. So that can lead to bookings as well. So good luck, ladies. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great day. Happy bookings.